Morning all. Today will be the first day of our newest mini-series, San Antonio on a Budget, or SAoaB. We are heading to downtown San Antonio to ride the San Antonio Missions Bicycle Trail. So this is the first stop when we are looking for our bikes. We are picking up our bicycles to start the San Antonio Mission Trail, and this is very confusing. The bicycles are $12 per day, but you have to dock them once per hour, otherwise you're billed $3 for each 30 minutes you're over your 1 hour limit.
Number 1, tap dock number. Unlock bike. Got it.
So, is it ready? Oh. We thought we would just follow the signs to the San Antonio Missions Bicycle Trail, but that was a little bit harder than we'd expected. We ended up getting lost in the King William district and had to dock our bikes right quick to prevent the overage fee. We were determined to find the missions trail, so we rode and rode until we found the start, which was along the river. It is a beautiful ride along a nice wide trail, and there is lots of signage, and we found the docking site to dock and undock our bikes to make sure that we had plenty of time. Mission Concepcion was the first of 4 missions along the San Antonio Missions Trail. We weren't exactly sure what to do, so we parked our bicycles by the visitor center and then walked over to see the mission on foot. After our posing, we got our things together and rode the short distance over to Mission San Jose. This is the biggest mission, so we could see it long before we actually arrived. It felt like we just kept riding and riding and riding before we finally got there. There's a sign saying not to ride through the mission area, so we got off our bicycles and pushed them to the nearest bicycle rack. We spent a few minutes looking around the mission, then we refilled our water bottles at the water filling station. All 4 of the missions on the San Antonio Missions Trail have both a water filling station and a restroom. We found a good spot to set up the tripod for our pose. Since this pose wasn't very dramatic, we used slow motion to make it feel more dramatic. Life's about having fun, right? As we were leaving for the next mission, we realized there was a bicycle docking station right outside the mission that we hadn't seen when we arrived. We would highly recommend you dock your bikes here instead of leaving them susceptible like we did. The trail for the first 2 missions seemed pretty safe, but to reach the remaining 2 missions, we had to cross a major highway, Southeast Military, and then the bicycle lane disappeared, even though there were signs for the bicycle route, so we ended up having to ride in the street. Mission San Juan and Mission Espada make kind of a loop, so we decided to visit Mission San Juan first. We took a quick hydration break, and then we attempted a really challenging pose. With the bike share, someone had taken my bike while we were away, but luckily there was one more electric bike for me to use. And with the sun setting pretty quickly, I really needed to use an electric bike to make it to Mission Espada and then all the way back to town before it got dark. There are both electric and traditional bikes. We would highly recommend getting the electric bikes to make your trip more efficient. But if you are doing this solely for exercise, then definitely go with the traditional bike. We made it to Mission Espada, and we aren't seeing any signs prohibiting us from riding on the mission grounds, so we'll just keep riding to save time. Church is in service inside the mission, and the doors are wide open, so we will not be doing a pose here. Our goal today was to see all 4 of the missions on the San Antonio Missions Trail, and we did succeed with that. There are a lot of other really cool things that you can see along the way besides the missions, but since it's so close to sunset, we're just going to make it back to town as fast as humanly possible. Well, as fast as humanly possible, other than this one stop to dock our bikes to prevent an overage charge. So this looks like the place to park. Parking is only $5 for the day instead of $20 like we're paying to park in the parking garage. We know we're nearly back, but there are only 2 B-cycle docking stations in downtown, and they're actually pretty hard to find. So we've been riding and riding, but this is it. We finally found our final docking station of the day. And what a relief. We are exhausted.